Our understanding of country prior to commencing EDAE302 was limited and somewhat narrow-minded. My understanding encompassed the perspective of Indigenous peoples having a connection to country through living off the land as they needed it to survive.
From my westernised perspective, there is a distinction from country. Land and place were merely just venues or resources for individual use, and value was determined by monetary or aesthetic desires.
The other aspect of country that the initial perspective did not consider was the interconnected nature of country. There was a lack of knowledge in that country is also impacted by the past, and aspects of country require time to be nurtured and to be healed.
Therefore, when beginning EDAE 302, we were eager to widen our perspectives and explore the true meaning of country and everything this encapsulates. This was very much achieved through the partaking in the ICON approach, engaging with the 8 Ways Learning Framework, two-way learning, understanding Aboriginal protocols, and learning through Aboriginal voice, content, and context.
The utility of establishing a country-centred context for learning encouraged and promoted the equity in the classroom that is desired and fulfilled amongst Indigenous pedagogy. Our shared histories felt welcomed and interconnected as links between people, place, and relationships were all essential aspects of the overarching theme of country.
The approach of encouraging individual voice and learning alongside powerful teachings of Indigenous content explored within lectures, readings, and tutorial presentations gave an insight and structure for the conceptual knowledge and awareness values that country has within our classrooms, community, and nation. The employment of country-centred learning is essential for the application of important skills of reciprocity, conciliation, and promotion of oneness amongst cultures, people, and the return to country.
Through engaging with Aboriginal pedagogies of story sharing through the ICON presentations, we have learnt that country has a varied meaning from person to person. We unearthed connections between each other that were previously undiscovered in relation to our values, cultures, lifehood, and beliefs, embellishing our relatedness to one another. This fostered a two-way learning approach that facilitated a country-centred and Aboriginal perspective as it addressed the interface of cultures meeting.
The exploration of place through country-centred design to learning is a holistic approach to developing broader cultural awareness. However, it is sadly overlooked in contemporary Australia. Within New South Wales K-10 syllabi of geography and history, there is an influence through the aims and expectations of the curriculum that students will explore and employ a variety of tools and practices to create an understanding of civic and informed knowledge necessary to becoming socially just Australians. To create this environment in our classrooms, we must implement understanding of the interwoven connections between people, places, and environments, underpinning the ideals, exchanges, and influences of country within our communities, families, and ourselves.
Utilising the knowledge that we have gained throughout this subject, we will ensure that a holistic country-centred perspective will be embedded within our teachings and classrooms. This will be implemented through the use of two-way learning, ICON approach, 8 ways of learning, building partnerships with the community, and gaining Aboriginal perspectives in the classroom.
When considering the holistic Aboriginal perspective, it can be seen that aspects such as consideration and understanding are imperative.
Imparting our knowledge and learning from Aboriginal knowledge holders, texts, and practice has developed our connections to land, relationships with others, country, and community partnerships, preparing our practice for the future as educators.